You don't have a money problem. You have a word you haven't spoken. The bills, the comparing, the careful counting, those are symptoms. The cause is simple and gentle. The law has not heard you yet. When your mouth is quiet, your life is quiet. When your word stands, your world obeys. Have you ever stood at a small counter and felt your chest tighten as the total was read out, even though you smiled and were polite? You soften your voice, you say, "It's okay, I'll take the simpler one," and you pretend it doesn't sting. You carry everyone's needs, children, parents, home, work, and you make 10 silent calculations before you say one sentence out loud. You are kind, you are clever, you are strong, and still the numbers seem to push you around. My dear, strength without a spoken law is just quiet struggle. Let me tell you the truth the world forgot to tell you. Money does not answer panic or effort or long nights with a knotted stomach. Money answers a decree. Not a shout, not a bargain, not a list of reasons, just a clean sentence that places your affairs back under divine order. God is the source. The word is law. Under grace means the answer comes in ways that are kind, timely, and without harm. There is a soft doorway your life passes through each time you lay down the weight of the day. The body loosens. The mind exhales. Old stories stop marching. In that in-between hush, your subconscious listens like fertile ground. Throw a fearful sentence there and you plant weeds. Throw a steady sentence there and you plant a harvest. 5 small words placed right before you drift can turn the whole field. You were trained to wait, to apologize for wanting more, to call survival wisdom. You were told to ask but not to command, to hope but not to speak with authority. No one taught you that silence is expensive. No one told you that delay is disobedience to the part of you that already knows you are provided for. The truth is not harsh. It is merciful. What belongs to you cannot miss you unless you keep refusing to say it. So I will give you 5 words. Not magic, not manipulation, not a game. 5 words that align you with a law that doesn't argue. 5 words that do not strain the heart, do not pull on anyone else, do not make you hard or proud. They simply return your affairs to order. They do not force the river, they clear the stones. Before you sleep, you will lay them gently across your tongue, and they will do their work while you rest. Before we go there, feel this with me for a moment. Place your free hand over your heart, the way a woman steadies a lace collar before stepping outside. Breathe in slowly. Breathe out even slower. Let your jaw soften. Feel the rhythm that carries you without your effort. That same mercy carries your provision. You do not have to perform, negotiate, or justify to be kept. You are already the beloved. You are already inside the care of a larger life. Now let your mind picture simple proofs of order, not grand prizes to impress anyone, a message you were waiting for, a price that moves in your favor, a door that had been stuck and now swings. It may come as a small kindness from a stranger, a clear sentence from a client, a refund you forgot, a yes that felt far away and now is near. I am not asking you to chase signs. I am asking you to stop pushing them away with anxious speech, because every time you say, "It's always hard for me," the law records it. Every time you say, "Money slips through my hands," the field obeys. But when you speak the clean decree under grace, the same field changes its instructions. You are not begging heaven, you are agreeing with it. This is not stubborn will. This is humble alignment. You aren't fighting the world, you are ending the fight inside your mouth. Hear me as a sister who has walked with many women through fear and back into calm. You are not the scraps you have learned to accept. You are not the late fees, the last pick, the leftover energy after everyone else is fed. You are not a beggar. You are the voice. When you speak, you are not making something from nothing. You are opening your hand to what already flows by divine right. You do not need to shout to be heard. Soft and sure is enough. So here is my promise to you, simple and clear. I will place 5 words in your mouth. You will say them before you sleep. You will say them without strain, like a woman smoothing her pillow or turning down a lamp. And the field will answer in order, not in chaos. Your part is small and beautiful. Breathe, speak, and rest. Do not wrestle. Do not argue. Do not explain. Speak once, speak twice, speak thrice, and let grace do what grace does. If a doubt rises because it has been fed for years, answer it with gentleness. Say, "Peace, I am under grace." Then return to kindness toward yourself. The law moves on faith, not on tension. Faith is not a mood, it is a decision of the tongue. The moment you choose your sentence, the machinery begins to turn behind the curtain. You will feel the subtle click, a burden placed down, a sweetness at the edges of your breath, a dignity you did not have to earn. Hold this. The 5 words will not make you someone else. They will return you to yourself, to the woman who can bless and be blessed, who can give without fear because she knows she is supplied, who can say yes to a good thing without rehearsing 10 reasons to say no. The old language taught you to shrink. The new language teaches you to stand without hardness. This is a gentler strength, a holy composure. When the day meets you again, your eyes will notice what your mouth prepared. Favor instead of friction, answers instead of echoes. The right thing at the right hour. You will not chase. You will choose. You will take the step that appears, and it will be enough. This is the quiet dignity of a woman who has remembered that God is source and the word is law. We begin by closing the door on noisy sentences, and we open the door to one clean decree. Stay with me. In a moment, I will give you the 5 words. We will place them where they belong, right before you rest, so the ground of your life can do the rest. Under grace, without strain, with kindness toward your own soul, and with a new respect for the smallest thing in the world that changes the largest things. The sentence you choose to say. There are 2 ways people try to fix money. One way is to push, plead, and perform until the heart feels thin. The other way is quieter and stronger. You speak, and then you let order do what order does. The first way makes you tired. The second way makes you steady. When I say the word is law, I am not offering a slogan. I am describing how life answers sound. Your sentence is a key. Turn it one way and doors grind. Turn it the other way and hinges give. The world does not obey panic or hurry. It obeys a clean command that carries faith. Your mouth is not small in this story. It is the switch. Think of how a room changes when a woman says one clear sentence. Children settle. Co-workers pause. A vendor hears the shape of the deal in the tone before the terms. The same is true in the unseen. Your life listens to you. Every complaint is a small instruction. Every blessing is a larger one. The word is law means your tongue lays down tracks and your days run on them. Now let me put your heart at ease. God is the source, not your job, not your client, not a partner, not a lucky break. Those are channels. Channels can change. The source does not. When you think a person is your source, you grow afraid of that person. You shape yourself to keep the channel open, and you call that love or loyalty, though it feels like holding your breath. When you return the crown to God, your shoulders drop. You stop clutching. You begin to receive through many ways you could not have planned. Source is one. Channels are many. This is why you can stay kind and still prosper. Under grace is the boundary that keeps all of this gentle. It means the answer comes without injury. It means no one has to lose so that you may receive. It means the timing is clean and the road is safe. Under grace removes the metal taste from the tongue of ambition. You will not need to bend yourself into someone else's shape. You will not need to press people. You will simply stand where you belong and speak as one who belongs there. Many women learn to survive by shrinking their sentences. You say, "It is fine, I will take less." You say, "I am easy, I do not need much." You say it to keep peace, to stop trouble, to be loved. But the body keeps the score of those words, and the field keeps it too. The word is law does not ask you to shout. It asks you to stop writing poverty on your own life with soft manners. You may stay gentle and still speak with authority. You may remain warm and still refuse lack. You can be tender and exact at the same time. This is where a short decree becomes a mercy. A long speech will argue with itself. A short sentence does not. 5 words are small enough to carry and strong enough to command. They pass easily through tired lips. They do not bruise the heart. They ask for no proof and make no threats. They simply place your affairs back under divine order, where help can find you without resistance. Some will ask, "Does it matter if I believe it fully?" Faith begins in the mouth and grows in the ear that hears it. You speak what is true by divine right, and your own hearing starts to agree. You are not trying to convince a reluctant heaven. You are letting heaven convince a reluctant habit. The more you speak the clean decree, the more your inner life quiets and the more your outer life organizes. Calm is not delay. Calm is authority. Notice how language shapes choices. A woman who says, "Money always slips away," will unconsciously refuse the small door that would have kept it. She will delay the call, skip the follow-up, misplace the paper. Her life is obeying her tongue. Another woman says, "Supply comes to me in right ways," and her eye begins to notice what matches those words. She answers with clarity. She chooses what is fair. She declines what is crooked. The decree is not a trick. It is a ruler that straightens the line of daily action. God as source frees you from bargaining with life. You no longer spend your days proving your worth to be paid. Your worth is settled. You simply align. Under grace, you do not chase signs to feel safe. You move in dignity, and signs follow the dignity. This is important. Many chase and call it faith. True faith stands and calls it done. Faith does not make you stiff. It makes you restful and precise. You may wonder if one sentence can really touch the heaviness you have carried. Heaviness is often many old sentences layered together. A clean word is like a warm cloth placed on a knotted rope. The fibers begin to loosen. The knot releases a little and then a little more. You will not need to force it. Your part is to keep the new sentence in your mouth and to keep your actions honest. When the door opens, step. When the price turns in your favor, accept. When the old habit asks for another round of worry, bless it and decline. Let me speak to fear with you for a moment. Fear says, "What if I say the decree and nothing moves?" I answer as your sister, you will have moved. The decree changes the seat you are sitting in. You stop sitting as a beggar at a crowded counter, and you sit as a steward at a clear table. From that seat, you think better, choose better, and hear better. Answers that were buried under noise rise to the surface. This is not pretending. This is placement. There is one more piece. The law you speak to is not cold. It is alive with the character of the one who formed it. That is why under grace matters. The decree is not a hard order thrown into a hard universe. It is a respectful agreement with love about how your life will be handled. Love is not sentimental here. Love is orderly. Love keeps time. Love keeps accounts. Love delights to provide without bruising. Hold these foundations close. The Word is law. God is source. And under grace is your safe path. We will not dress them in glitter. We will make them workable. In a moment, I will place one 5-word decree on your tongue. You will understand each word and why it belongs. You will know how to speak it and how to let it work. You will find that your steps grow simpler, not harder, and that your peace returns first, then your proofs follow it. This is the way of women who remember who they are. This is the way of order. These are the 5 words. Under grace, I receive supply. They are small enough to whisper without effort, strong enough to steady your whole house. You do not have to push them uphill. You place them, and order carries them. Under is the seat. It sets your position before you say anything else. Not above others, not beneath fear, not outside of care. Under a higher covering that keeps you safe and clear. Say the word and feel your shoulders drop. When you stand under, you stop grasping at people and you stop fighting shadows. You are not exposed in a storm. You are sheltered by a law that is fair and kind. Grace is the character of the help. It is favor without harm, timing without rush, provision without sharp edges. Grace does not take from someone to hand to you. Grace lifts all that belongs in place. When you include grace, you tell your life, "Come to me in ways that do not bruise me or anyone else." Money gained with dread is expensive. Money received under grace arrives with peace, and peace is part of the payment. I is your authority. Not they, not we, not someday. I. A woman who avoids I often loses her seat at her own table. You learn to soften yourself so others could be comfortable, and that kindness is beautiful. But do not erase your name from your own blessing. I is the hand that signs. I is the voice that commands without cruelty. When you say I, you are not being hard. You are becoming present. Receive is the open hand. It is not chase, not bargain, not perform. It is also not laziness. To receive means you allow the right thing to reach you, and you are willing to act when it does. You answer the message. You accept the fair price. You say yes to the clear door. Most women have practiced giving until they forget how to receive. Then they call exhaustion love. This word restores the balance. Giver and receiver, both holy. Supply is larger than cash. It includes money, yes, and also ideas, introductions, relief, tools, courage, clarity, and right timing. Many are rich in money yet poor in supply because they have no peace, no help, no order. When you say supply, you invite the complete answer, not a narrow one that solves a bill but starves the soul. Supply is how love keeps house. Nothing missing, nothing crooked, nothing late. Now place the 5 words together. Feel how the sentence moves like a soft river. Under grace, I receive supply. There is no anger in it. There is no strain. It does not plead or threaten. It speaks as one who knows where she stands and who she is speaking to. It is short, so your mind cannot tangle it. It is clear, so your day can obey it. How to use it is simple and tender. As you settle to rest, let the room grow quiet. Set down the lists you cannot finish and the voices you do not need to answer. Bring one hand to your heart, not as a performance, as a kindness to yourself. Breathe in until your ribs open a little. Breathe out until your jaw loosens. Then speak the sentence once, warm and steady. Speak it a second time, a little slower. Speak it a third time, not louder, but truer. Stop there. You have planted the seed. Your job is done. If your mind tries to add words, if, when, please, maybe, do not argue. Just return to the sentence as written. It is short on purpose. Long prayers often contradict themselves. Short decrees hold their shape. If a doubt rises, answer it with a gentle guardrail. Peace. I am under grace. Then fall quiet again. You are not trying to convince the sky. You are agreeing with a law that already favors you. Some will want to change the order, remove I, or replace supply with something that sounds more dramatic. Keep it simple. The sentence has 5 bones. If you break one, it cannot stand. Under places you. Grace protects you. I authorizes you. Receive opens you. Supply completes you. Let the bones hold you up. There is a practical rhythm you will notice after you speak. You will sleep more easily because the tongue has stopped fighting the day. In the hours that follow, your inner room tidies itself. Old sentences lose their chairs. In the next stretch of life, proofs begin to match your decree. A price bends kindly. A delay ends. A necessary person writes back. A chance you had not considered becomes visible and fair. Do not call them small. Call them true. The field is answering the seed you planted. Guard the decree when you wake to noise. If you hear yourself reach for the old language, I always lose money, nothing ever works for me, there's never enough, pause and replace it with something that does not fight your sentence. I spend in order. Supply meets me in right ways. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to stop undoing what you just planted. The point is not to police your mouth with fear. The point is to keep your word from being drowned. If you feel unworthy when you speak, many women do because they have carried everyone. The sentence will begin to mend that. Worthiness is not a mood you wait for. It is a place you return to. Your decree returns you there each night. It tells your nervous system, we are kept. It tells your memory, we are not going back to survival speech. It tells your future, come in by the front door, in order, under grace. You may write the sentence on a small card and keep it where your eyes can meet it as you end the day. Do not turn this into a test. It is not a superstition. It is a relationship with order. If you miss a day, you are not punished. You simply come back. If you cry while you say it, that is not weakness. That is a knot loosening. If you feel nothing at all, do not worry. Seeds do their best work underground. There is no contest here, no race with other women, no scoreboard. Your path is yours. Under grace means the answer fits you. It will match your values, your home, your body's pace. It will not demand that you become hard to be provided for. It will not demand that you say yes where you should say no. It will not demand that you ignore what is holy to you. Provision that asks you to betray yourself is not supply. It is noise. Bless it and pass by. Let the decree shape your choices in small ways. Choose the honest offer over the shiny one that twists your stomach. Choose the call that brings clarity over the dramatic silence that keeps you anxious. Choose the step that is near and right over the leap that is loud and wrong. This is not less faith. This is clean faith. You are not starving for a miracle. You are eating from a table that has already been set. So we keep it beautifully simple. Under grace, I receive supply 3 times as you settle to rest. No edits, no force, no chase. A soft tongue, a steady breath, a gentle heart. In the next part, I will walk with you through a speak-along, so your body learns the rhythm and your mouth learns the dignity of its own authority. Then we will seal the morning with a quiet way of moving that keeps the door open. Let the room grow quiet. Lower the lights a little. Put your phone away so your eyes can rest. Rest your shoulders as if you are setting down a small basket you have carried for too long. You are safe now. You are allowed to be soft. You are allowed to be kept. Bring one hand to your heart and let your other hand rest where it feels natural. Feel the slow rhythm beneath your palm. This rhythm is faithful even when your thoughts are busy. It is steady when plans change. It does not ask you to perform. It only asks you to receive what already belongs to you by divine right. Breathe in through the nose until your ribs open a little. Hold for a gentle count of 2. Breathe out through the mouth as if you are fogging a mirror. Let your jaw loosen. Let your tongue fall from the roof of your mouth. Feel your cheeks soften. Feel your brow smooth. Do this again. Slow in, gentle hold, slow out. With each breath, you step out of worry and step into order. Now picture a simple table that feels like home. On this table, there is a small card with 5 clear words. The card is clean. The letters are simple. There is nothing to decode. Your life will hear exactly what you say. Move the card in front of you with your mind's hand. See it. Read it. Know that these words are not a trick. They are agreement with a law that does not argue and a love that does not harm. We will speak together. I will guide the breath. You will let the words stand. There is no hurry, there is no push, only a steady voice that knows who she is. Breathe in slowly. Let the breath lift your heart. Breathe out softly. Now speak with me, warm and clear. Under grace, I receive supply. Feel the sentence sit in your chest like a small golden weight that calms the body. Breathe in again. Let your shoulders drop on the exhale. Speak again a little slower and hear yourself as if you are your own best friend. Under grace, I receive supply. One more breath. Slow in, slow out. Let the third speaking be the truest, not the loudest. Let it stand like a light in a window. Under grace, I receive supply. Be still. Allow a small pause so the field can listen. You do not need to repeat it again and again. 3 times is enough. The seed is planted. Order knows what to do with it. Your work now is rest. If a thought knocks and asks for worry, bless it and let it pass by. Say in a calm voice, peace, I am under grace. Return to your breath. Return to the quiet table. Return to the card with 5 words. Nothing else is required. Let your inner room tidy itself. Old sentences step away from their chairs. Harsh lines soften. Tight knots loosen by a thread. Your body feels this as warmth at the edges of your breath. Your mind feels this as a little more space between one thought and the next. You are not forcing silence. You are consenting to peace. Picture small proofs of order, not to chase them, but to welcome them. A message that arrives with clarity. A fair price that meets you where you are. A door that had been heavy and now opens with a simple turn. See yourself saying yes to what is right and no to what is crooked. See your hands steady. See your face gentle. See your steps unhurried and exact. Let the words keep working while you rest. They travel through memories and remove labels that do not belong to you. They travel through plans and make the path plain. They travel through relationships and free both sides from pressure. You are not pulling at people. You are not pulling at life. You are standing under grace. Supply knows the address when grace is the covering. If a picture of lack tries to return, answer softly. Say, I receive in right ways. Say, I am kept in divine order. Do not fight the picture. Let it fade because it has nothing to hold on to. Peace is the new wall. Peace is the new floor. Peace is the new ceiling above your head. The 5 words are the frame that holds the whole room. Bring your attention back to your heart. Feel how the rhythm has become a little heavier, like a child settling into warm blankets. This is how grace feels in the body. Not fireworks, not drama, only a sure weight that says, you do not have to hold everything. You are held. Let the breath be even. Let the shoulders sink a little deeper. Let your hands fall where they wish. Whisper once more, not as a demand, but as a lullaby to your own soul. Under grace, I receive supply. Then be quiet again. You have said enough. The law has heard. The seed is in the ground. Rain knows how to find it. Sun knows how to warm it. Your part now is trust that looks like rest. Think of the women who came before you and learned to live by soft authority. They spoke little and their words stood. They were kind and they were firm. They did not chase approval. They did not sell their peace for a hurried win. They moved with dignity because they knew where help comes from. You are cut from the same cloth. The same source holds you. The same order keeps time for you. The same grace writes your name on what belongs to you. If tears come, let them come. They are not a sign of weakness. They are old fear leaving the body. They are soil growing looser around a buried seed. If nothing comes, that is also holy. Seeds do their best work where eyes cannot see. You do not need a feeling to make it real. The decree is real because it aligns with the one who supplies. Let your breath grow quiet. Let your eyes grow heavy. You have placed your affairs under mercy and right timing. No one needs to be pushed. No door needs to be kicked. What is yours knows your voice. What is not yours loses interest and drifts away without noise. This is protection. This is order. This is grace doing what grace does. Hold the truth like a soft ribbon between your fingers. I am under grace. I receive supply. I sleep in safety. I wake in order. Let these lines float like small boats on a calm lake. Do not chase them. Let them drift. Let them carry you. When you are ready, release even these lines and keep only the feeling of being kept. Your body knows what to do now. Your tongue has given the instruction. Rest with the sweetness of a woman who has remembered her place in love. Rest with the certainty of one who does not beg and does not boast. Rest with a quiet smile because a clean word has been spoken and the answer has begun. Keep the room quiet for a breath longer. Let the last notes of peace settle where they belong. The decree has gone to work. Now we set the way you will walk so the answer can find you without friction. This seal is not loud. It is simple and repeatable, a soft rhythm that keeps the door open. Begin with thanks that fits in one clear line. Say, I give thanks for perfect supply in perfect order. Not a performance, a placement. Gratitude is not payment for blessings. It is alignment with the source. When you thank, your body stops bracing for impact and starts recognizing provision. Your eyes learn to notice the good that stands right in front of you and the good that is on its way. This is how dignity returns to the day. You acknowledge the giver before you touch the gift. Now choose one near, honest action that agrees with your decree. Not 10 tasks. 1. The sentence under grace. I receive supply will always suggest a step that is small and clean. Answer the message that brings clarity. Send the note that closes the loop. Organize the document that keeps your promise visible. Accept the fair price that matches your peace. Decline the offer that looks shiny but bends your conscience. This is not less faith. This is how faith behaves when it trusts the source. Keep a small page where proofs can land. Title it, Money Signals. Write the date, then write one line whenever order answers you. A price moved kindly, a delay lifted, a stranger's sentence solved a knot you were carrying. A refund you forgot came home. A client returned with better timing. A new idea arrived with quiet confidence. Do not demand fireworks. Record what is true. These are not accidents. They are evidence that your tongue is setting the track and your life is running on it. Hold your identity steady while you move. You are not a beggar running after crumbs. You are a steward who tends a table. Stewards do not cling or chase. They arrange, bless, and distribute with calm hands. When a fearful thought rises and asks you to scramble, answer softly, peace. I am under grace. Then choose the step that keeps you in order. The world will try to sell you the thrill of hurry. Let it pass by. Your provision does not arrive by panic. It arrives by placement. Let your speech support your seat. If an old phrase tries to escape, Nothing ever works for me. Money slips away. Replace it at once with a sentence that does not fight your decree. I spend in order. Supply meets me in right ways. Do not scold yourself. Simply change the instruction. The law is listening, not grading. Every blessing spoken is a track laid. Every complaint is a detour. You are rebuilding the map with your words, and your days will follow it. Keep your relationships clean under grace. Do not pull at people to be your source. Blessed channels crown the source. When an agreement feels crooked, you will feel it in your body as a subtle twist. Honor that signal. The right path does not ask you to betray your values, to get paid. When a door is truly yours, it will open with a firm turn, not a kicked hinge. This discernment is part of supply. It saves you the most expensive cost of all, peace. Give where you can give without a war inside. A small generosity offered from rest multiplies more than a grand gesture offered from fear. Bless your own house first. Pay with order. Speak with kindness. Keep promises to yourself. Then let your giving flow as you are led. Under grace means that your yes and your no both carry love. You do not need to prove your goodness by bleeding yourself dry. You are allowed to keep your cup full while you pour. Return to the 5 words whenever noise gathers, not to force an outcome, but to refresh your authority. Under grace, I receive supply. Say it once, clear and warm, and then move on with the next right thing. Reserve your energy for stewardship, not obsession. The decree is the engine. Your choices are the wheel. Together, they carry you where you belong. There will be days when proof comes like a soft rain, and days when it arrives like a quiet letter. On both kinds of days, keep your composure. Do not make the easy day your God or the slow day your enemy. Bless both. The slow day teaches you to trust without drama. The easy day teaches you that favor is normal. In both, your identity does not move. You remain the beloved. You remain provided for by a source that does not run out. When fear asks for one more guarantee, answer with an oath that is short and clean. I stand under grace. My supply is sure. Let the oath be your spine. Let it be the reason you do not chase a crooked offer or speak against your own house. Women who live by this oath become quiet lights in their families and work. Others feel safe around them because order hums wherever they go. This is how testimony begins. Not with a trumpet, with a life that refuses noise. Share what works. If these words steadied you, tap the like so this teaching reaches another sister who needs a calm hand. If a line opened a door for you, send this message to a friend who has been carrying too much. If you want to keep walking this gentle path with me, press subscribe so we can continue to learn the law together in warmth and order. Your small actions lift the whole table. They tell the algorithm to carry this light farther, and they tell your own heart that you belong in a house of peace. Write me one sentence in the comments, wake up rich, and add the first proof you notice, no matter how simple. A kind discount, a clear reply, a tidy solution. The size does not matter. The direction matters. When women put their proofs side by side, fear loses its voice. We remember that we are not alone, and order grows bolder in the room. End as you began, with thanks. I give thanks for perfect supply in perfect order. Let the words close around you like a soft shawl. Keep your steps honest and your speech clean. Refuse to rush. Refuse to shrink. Keep your hands open to receive and your heart open to bless. The law honors the tongue that honors truth. God is the source. Under grace is the way. Under grace I receive supply.